How we doing, guys? Moose here. Welcome back to episode number 64 of our West Ham United career mode. And you'll remember in the last episode we just made two massive signings. We've brought in Miralem Pjanic and we've brought in Sergi Roberto to join our club. And even despite those signings, we've only been predicted 6th by the press. So they're saying, you know, with the added pressure of the Champions League coming on us, more fixtures, they're saying we're going to finish in 6th in the league this season, and we want to prove all those doubters wrong, and it all starts here. Our first match of the Barclays Premier League season here in Season 3 is going to be against Southampton. We're bringing them here to the Bowling Ground, and we're hoping to dispose of them relatively easily. We've got our big boys in the lineup now. Pjanic is going to be in. Sergi Roberto is going to be in, and they're making those debuts. Look at those costs. £38 million from Roma, £26 million from Barcelona. There are a couple of beautiful boys that look to slot right in the middle of our lineup, and we're going to play a 4-4-2 diamond. It worked so well for us in the preseason that we're trying it out. Dybala and Lacazette, that partnership up front with Payet just behind. Pjanic, Sergi Roberto, and Noble in the midfield. I'm not sure who I want to be the holding midfielder. It'll pretty much rotate all season, I think, between Noble and Kiyate. Kiyate is just currently coming back off an injury at this moment in time, so we're going to rest him for this particular matchup. But it's going to be a fantastic team. Brooks is making his Premier League debut as well against a tough Southampton team. They've got Pato up front, Juan Mi, or My John, as you may have heard him called across the likes of YouTube. But, you know, I think we're going to come out and create some very good chances early on. Some nice whip balls in from Roberto, and he goes for the audacious strike, but unfortunately he's not able to put it in. But look at him. He's a beautiful looking boy. Look at that head of hair he has. But Paulo Dybala here playing on the ball in the 20th minute. It's been all West Ham United to start things off. Finds Aaron Cresswell in the center of the box. He strikes well, but Fraser forced her to make a simple save to keep things out. As they stand right now, everything remains all square. Lacazette with a golden chance to give us the lead, but unfortunately just takes too long and the ball lingers on it. And that's what we have seen from him so far this season. He just hasn't been able to come away with the real big-time finishes thus far. Pjanic with his first strike at goal in a West Ham shirt, and unfortunately, Forster does make the save. We go into the second half now. Payet whips the ball, looking for Mark Noble. It falls back to Sergio Roberto, and he has the long shot straight. We know he likes to bang him from range, and unfortunately, Forster does well to beat that shot away and keep it out of the back of the net. Into the 56th minute now. Some more lovely combination play with Payet. Link up to Pjanic. He plays it through to Lacazette. It's a fantastic chance saved by Forster, but unfortunately the offside flag does go up. But that's the kind of link-up play that we're hoping this 4-4-2 diamond can give us. And if we need to swing it out wide, we have the likes of our fullbacks, Van der Veer and Aaron Cresswell, to be available for us to whip the ball into the box to our two-striker setup, and Payet as well. So some definitely really solid technical quality. We do have a bit of a mess in front of our own goal for the first time in the 62nd minute, but Wanyama strikes well wide of goal, and another really good chance. We have the technical quality and the pace to hit them on the break. Payet plays it through. Sergi Roberto looks to find the ball, but unfortunately Southampton cleared out at the vital moment. Comes away only as far as Van der Veer, though. He sprays it out wide to Paulo Dybala, who's offering us a bit of width now on that right-hand side. He does cut inside, though. He's got so much room. Southampton defense doesn't know what to do, and Lacazette's missed a sitter. That's another chance that we need our French hitman to be putting away. Unfortunately, Lacazette does miss, and it does not give us the lead late on. But one final chance now. Pjanic from about 25 yards strikes it off the woodwork. What a chance for Miralem Pjanic to open his account and send the Upton Park crowd into absolute raptures, but unfortunately he's not able to, and we do come away with an opening day draw. But I think everybody's delighted with the football we were playing. We're creating so many chances, so many options from that center of the park that we're able to utilize, and unfortunately we just weren't able to come away with the victory. We did switch to the 4-4-2 wide just to get some wide players on. Teo came on to see what he can do from the wide positions, but for me, man, the match here in the opener was Aaron Cresswell. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. It's 3 moves to Mighty Hammer points, 2 for Sergi Roberto is really good, and 1 for John Anthony Brooks. And again, Tottenham, get out of here. And we're going to see that every time Tottenham comes in for one of our players. But we're on the forefront of the transfer window here. We've already made 2 world-class signings. and we're looking for another. We're needing a striker here. We need someone to offer some depth behind the likes of Lacazette and Dybala. So we've gone for now Michy Batshuayi, just a straight swap. If we can get him for Danny Ceballos, I'd love to do that. Rondon, we're also going to try to send Ceballos to West Brom for $2 million, and Ceballos to bring in Rondon if we can. We're also going to try for Mauro Icardi, and we're going to try the swap here to start off in all of these deals, just because Ceballos, he doesn't fit anywhere in the team anymore. He doesn't have the pace to play wide. We have too many central options that are better than he is, and so if we can move him on, we're absolutely going to do that. We get another offer for Dybala, but it's from Ajax, so we're going to reject that straight away. No way he's looking to move to the Netherlands. But another offer comes in now, this time for Stephen Hendry from Birmingham City. We are going to accept that. He's not finding a way into the team. He's now our third choice left back, so we will let him leave and get first team action elsewhere. Coming into our next match, we decided to mix up the team because of, fitness issues, and also want to try out some of the wide players. So we're going to go 4-4-2, the flat 4-4-2. Pjanic, Sergi Roberto, going to be in the middle with that class that they do have Teo and Antonio on the wings, and Carrillo's coming back from injury as well, so he'll be an option coming up for us very soon. So we're going to try out this line and see if it'll create some chances for us against a decent Watford side. They're playing the typical 4-2-3-1, our old formation, with Igalo leading the line. He's a fantastic player, and of course Gomez is actually a very solid keeper, so it'll be tough to try and beat him. But our lineup, fantastic. Vanderveer, Brooks, Reed, and Cresswell across the back line. Teo and Antonio on the wings. Roberto and Pjanic in the midfield. And Dybala and Lacazette looking to bang in the goals up front for us, with Payet able to come off the bench if we need. But we get off to a great start here. Dybala goes through in the 3rd minute, but unfortunately Gomez does make an early save and keeps things as they stand. We remain deadlocked at 0-0. But Teo, he's creating fantastic things on the right-hand side. Christian Teo is an absolute wonder with the ball. He has pace to burn, and he has lovely dribbling and tackers, and his crossing is sublime. So he can create so many chances like he does here to the back post. And Lacazette is an absolute mug. He's missed another chance there. He just puts a simple header wide. Don't know what he's doing, but we do get a free kick here in the 24th minute. Dybala with a really good chance. This is a dangerous right. He strikes it, and Gomez, what a save. He gets a hand up to it and punches it over the bar. That's an unbelievable free kick from Paulo. That's a perfect spot where we want to be scoring from. He just doesn't get it enough to the corner, but you thought it might be close enough to score. But it's a great save by the Watford keeper to keep us out. And Capu looking to try to make us play the other way. He whips in towards Igalo, but Butland with a really good save here early on. The first time he's really been tested all season, and he does keep the ball out, thankfully for us. But Teo, lovely ball over the top to Paulo Dybala to create a chance. He's going to try and cut inside of Belkalem. Does well, strikes it, but Gomez, again, he's a brick wall. Can we knock down that brick wall? And it looks like we might as Teo goes through on the right-hand side. He's using that pace and dribbling ability that we know he has. Can he create something? He plays in Dybala! Paulo Dybala sends the away fans into absolute madness. What scenes here at Watford. What a fantastic goal at Vicarage Road. Teo with just unbelievable skill. He had 4 assists in only 8 matches played last season, so we know he has quality. He finds Dybala and he picks up right where he left off last season. It's a fantastic ball in. Dybala with a simple finish puts into the roof of the net so that he knows the keeper has absolutely no chance, and we take a 1-0 lead. Dybala, our first goal in the Premier League this season. Fantastic. But Watford, not to be outdone, come back the other way and force Butland into a fantastic save. It has to be said, really nice from Jack Butland, so he's in fine form to start the season. Dybala now on the right-hand side looking to create another chance. Can he skip past the fire? Use a lovely ball roll to get some space. Whips it in. Sergi Roberto! He's come through and scored his first goal for the club. What a way to open your account. Sergi Roberto with a bullet header. He finds his way into the box, and that's what you need in this 4-4-2 flat. You need your 2 central midfielders. One of them's got to be aggressive. One sits back every once in a while, and Roberto jumps into the play. Boshes it with that lovely head of hair he has. Unbelievable finish from the midfielder, and he looks like he could be a real super buy for us, possibly in for transfer this season. And look at him. What a lad he is. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm hitting on him, but that is a beautiful, beautiful man right there. I'll tell you what. He is going to be a talisman for us, Sergi Roberto, the youngster. But Teo now in the 51st minute, creating chances yet again on that right-hand side. He's unbelievable. Look at the skills. He whips the ball in. Dybala nearly finds him. It comes back to Vanderveer. Can he strike it? Great chance from Gregory Vanderveer, and it's all made from that man, Christian Teo, yet again creating things on the right-hand side. Pjanic linking up very well with Vanderveer. He plays it to Christian Teo, and you know something's going to come from this. Vanderveer into Roberto. Antonio's through on the other side. He's got to score, but Gomez in fantastic form still, despite the 2 goals against, makes a really good save. Lacazette's picked up a bit of a knockdown. That's going to be really tough on us as we only have one out-and-out striker behind Lacazette and Dybala. That's, of course, our youngster. I think he's 17, maybe 18 years old, Fabrizio Massana. He is 72 overall, but he's not someone who we're looking to necessarily slot into the starting line for a long period of time as of yet. And if you didn't miss that tackle, Aaron Cresswell saving a goal as a man looked to go through. Massana, though, comes on as a substitute for the injured Lacazette, and he wins a penalty in the 82nd minute. The youngster does so well. Craig Cathcart takes him down, and Massana is going to get to take the penalty. We have Pjanic on, Noble on, but Massana slots it away. What a finish from the youngster. I think that might be his first Premier League goal in his career. Fantastic finish from the little Portuguese. Lovely goal from Fabrizio. He's unbelievable, and that's with authority, no question about it. He's not messing about. He's left-footed like a young little Andy Carroll with that kind of power coming through his left boot. It's a fantastic goal. Gomez doesn't get anywhere near the ball, and it's in the back of the net from the youngster. Fantastic goal, and that's going to wrap up the 3 points with our third goal from Fabrizio. Fantastic to see him get on the score sheet at this moment in time. But one last chance, so Aaron Cresswell gets to the byline, whips the ball on. Massana with another great chance. Unfortunately, it's saved, and then Noble, who's come on as a substitute, has a chance, but Gomez does make the save, and that would be all she wrote. A 3-0 victory. We bring home all 3 points, and it's a fantastic, comprehensive performance. 21 shots, 15 on target. We dominated through and through. It's a deserved victory. Man of the match for me, and you're going to know, there's no question about it. Christian Teo plays a 9.5, a fantastic performance. He's my Moose Mighty Hammer man of the match. 2 Moose Mighty Hammer points for Miralem Pjanic, who was solid once again, and 1 for Sergi Roberto, so he's picking up points left, right, and center to start this season. And of course, late on, we do get some news from Inter that they don't want our original deal here for Mauro Icardi, and the injury to Lacazette, what's it going to be, 3 weeks, so that really puts our need for a striker into high demand, unfortunately. With Lacazette out with a sprained knee, we're going to need someone to partner Dybala. Who might that be? And we get some Hammers headlines here, your top source for all West Ham United news. Be sure to send in your Hammers headline suggestions if you have any in the comment section below. But targeting a target man for West Ham. After breaking the bank for a pair of world-class midfielders in Miralem Pjanic and Sergi Roberto, Moose is reportedly in the market once again, looking for a reliable striker to deputize for his starting pair of Lacazette and Dybala. With Moose planning on moving to a 2-striker formation and the likes of Callum Wilson and Diafra Sakho already departing this summer, a backup option is going to be needed for the Hammers. Their only current natural option is youth product Fabrizio Massana, who, barring a Marcus Rashford-like explosion, seems not ready to assume a starting job up front. Thus, Moose may look to some younger options like 23-year-old Michy Batshuayi, 24-year-old Mauro Icardi as fantastic options and possible starters in the face of injury, or a big club coming in and snapping up the likes of Lacazette or Dybala. Or he could decide to bring in other short-term options until Massana is really ready to assume the job, with former Hammer Andy Carroll linked to a move back to his former club, as well as West Brom hitman Solomon Rondon, as they are both known Premier League goal scorers who could do a job for Moose in both the Champions League and the BPL this term. Who do you think Moose should bring in with his remaining funds? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Should it be one of these 4 strikers? Should it be somebody else? Keep in mind, we don't have a ton of budget, so we might have to look for a swap or sell the like of Sabias to get some money. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, leave a like if you're enjoying the career mode. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you next episode, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.